and I was down at the third tier of that Division III, down in the basement. So that level doesn't really produce professional athletes, and most of the players who play at that level aren't even thinking about playing professionally. They don't have the ambition to do so. So getting out of college, even though I had played, nobody was knocking on my door and asking me to come play pro basketball. Because I mean, again, you're coming from a D3 level, and even the guys you played against, even if you did great, you're playing against people who aren't pro level caliber.
Yeah.
So I had to basically market and sell myself to get an opportunity to play pro basketball, which is usually it's the opposite of how most pro athletes get into the game. Most pro athletes, because they've shown so much potential at the amateur level, they have a bunch of opportunities at the pro level, and they get to basically pick and choose which opportunity are they going to accept. Whereas me, nobody was offering me an opportunity. I had to go create an opportunity out of nothing. So I had to basically use the same marketing and sales skills that I use to this day. I had to use them just to get my chance in basketball. So once I did get my chance, I started playing ball in 2005 professionally. That began a 9-year career where I traveled through 8 different countries playing professionally. And at the same time, I mentioned being online. I started putting videos on YouTube that same year, 2005. And this is how I started to build a business. Or it wasn't a business then, but I started to build a name for myself online about 5 years into that, around 2009, 2010. That's when I started to make it into a business. And I bring that up because more people, if someone sees me in the mall today and they know me, it's usually from YouTube, not from the fact that I was a professional athlete for almost 10 years. So
Yeah.
it's funny that it kind of works out that way.
Yeah.
And people know me more from the stuff that I did in the gym, the empty gym down the street, than they know me from actually traveling the world and getting paid to play a sport. So that was my basketball career. And during that time, that's when I started, about halfway through, I started talking about the mindset pieces of sports. And that mindset piece was my segue from having an audience of just athletes to an audience of also entrepreneurs and professionals. And then I dropped the basketball part, and now we're here. That's what I've been doing for the last almost 10 years since I stopped playing in 2015.
So a little bit about your business. Let's go back to the days that you kind of realized that, hey, I have something that helps people. What are some challenges that you had, some pivots that you made? I'd say shifts, iterations, things like that you learned along the way, because I know we all have them as a business owner.